are. Hello and welcome to the first home game of San Diego's Super Bloom inaugural season here in the WUL. My name is Ethan Lee.
And I am Mako Moore, and we are here to commentate on the live stream for you.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for tuning in. This is really an awesome opportunity to showcase just another matchup between two amazing teams we have here in the WUL.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a classic battle of NorCal versus SoCal.
That's true.
And at the heart of that, we have former teammates, current best friends, and now coaches of opposing teams. Angela Wells, the coach for San Diego Super Bloom, and Malika Anderson, the coach for San Francisco Falcons, are best friends and now in a header with their teams.
That's awesome. I think Ultimate definitely brings people together. I believe they're both UCSD alum.
They are, yeah. They played together in college down here in UCSD.
Yeah, awesome. Well, today we're going to see, I think, a lot of UCSD presence, both on the sideline coaching as well as on the field. Just to name a few, we have Alex Diaz, who I've known personally as running on the field right now, and was dominant, I think, in her college career. Pretty much every time she stepped on the field. Very notably, this year in the 21 season we had in the fall, she was named Callahan nominee finalist, as well as a great finish for UCSD, I think.
Yeah, with our college nationals over the winter break. A few other UCSD players. Another one running out right now, Rebecca Ellis, number 9. Avery Jones as well. And a lot of these former players are actually helping out as coaching the current UCSD program.
Right. That's awesome. I actually heard that Alex Diaz, every team she's ever played on for Ultimate Frisbee,
The way that the players are involved.
For sure. That's awesome. I think I don't see a Falcon on the San Francisco side.
I don't know
What's
if
up with that?
it caught the flight down.
Oh, damn, I must have missed it. Cool. Well, I'm really excited here in San Diego. We have a surprisingly moderate, cool day, but it was raining earlier. I think it's all died down by now, and we definitely have a low wind. Hopefully, a showcase of some of the great throwers we have today.
Yeah, we'll definitely be able to see how both of these teams stack up in this slightly cooler weather, and then if the wind picks up, we'll see how that goes. Maybe some zones thrown.
Definitely.
Looks like we're coming up to the coin toss with the captains.
Nice.
Captains for San Diego Super Bloom are Kayla Helton and Amanda Rutland.
Nice.
Just a shout out to Kayla Helton. She just made the Worlds team, so congrats.
Absolutely amazing. Definitely, I played with her quite a few times over these past couple of years, and she is absolutely dominant on the field, and we'll see what San Francisco can do to stop her, I think.
Yeah, I know some of her Fury teammates are on the Falcons lineup, such as Jessie O'Connor and Shayla Harris.
Right. Well, right. Looks like San Diego will be receiving the opening pull. And Just a reminder, we have the format of play here today is 4 12-minute quarters, where at the end of each quarter, and this is different than perhaps NFL or the AUDL, at the end of each quarter, when time expires, you actually don't need to score right at that moment. Whichever team has possession when time expires will retain possession unless they turn it over. If they turn it over, the quarter is over, and if they score, the quarter is also over, and of course they get the score.
Yeah, a good note about the difference in the rules in the Western Ultimate League compared to the AUDL and other sports.
We have San Francisco's game day roster here for you all to see.
Yeah, we have a good contingent of players in the Bay who have played together on various club teams. To name a few, Mischief, which is a mixed team. We have a few Polar Bear players as well. And then from the women's division, we of course have Nightlock and Fury. So a good mix of players who have played against each other, played together on many different teams that are available in the Bay.
And all coming together as teammates now to see if they can see if they can beat San Diego Super Bloom here tonight. Here we have San Diego's game day roster. Shown as Kelly Iwamoto. I'm excited, I think, to see San Diego show off their depth. I think if I was San Francisco right now, I would look at, probably some of the stars, such as Kayla Helton, and see if, what you can do to contain those players, and see if that happens, what can San Diego do to respond and show off, this amazing roster that they have, filled with, a bunch of different throwers.
Right.
And receivers. Looks like opening poll is almost underway.
And here we go.
And here we go. Cool. Kelly Iwamoto picking up the disc. Doesn't look to center it. Immediately hits Avery Jones on the sideline.
Bid from Harris.
San Diego here with another chance for an opening hold.
Let's see if they can cinch this O point.
Okay. High release lefty backhand from Kelly Iwamoto.
A classic UCSD throw.
Of course. Okay. Torch in the middle. Oh!
Another miscue from San Diego Super Bloom.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's see if Falcons can punch it in. Right now, offense looking a little stagnant, looking to the handlers pretty frequently, not getting anything, and a bit of a bailout throw to try. I believe there's a stall called here.
And just a reminder that stall.
the stall is whenever a player has the disc, the other player must count from 1 to 7. If they get to 7, it's immediately a turnover. Here, 7 is actually different from other forms of ultimate frisbee, where the stall is usually 10. And so with this quicker turnaround, players tend to feel a little more pressured to move the disc quickly, such as San Diego Super Bloom doing right now in their end set. Hits Iwamoto on the break, doesn't have it. Looks back to the middle, hits the upline cut. Okay. On the doorstep now. Nothing happening. Swings back to the middle to Diaz. Diaz not seeing anything. And Avery Jones breaks away on the open side cut. And there we have the first goal here in San Diego for the WUL.
That is a hold.
That is a hold. That is a hold. Now we have
for One Love, One Beach, which is a beach tournament.
It's sort of like layout, definitely a little smaller here in San Diego, but I was we were both there actually this morning, and it was great. I believe all proceeds go to support
the Leukemia and Lymphoma Cancer Foundation for research.
Awesome.
And I think to date that tournament has raised close to 12,000. Looks like.
And San Diego Super Bloom has a quick break chance that is.
That was a great run through D by Falcons by Vivian Chu.
Okay. It's on the sideline. Backs in the vertex. Looks to continue the momentum of the frisbee. Hits her along the sideline.
Good pressure on the handlers.
Right. Oh, good cross-field shot. Number 96.
This is always a tricky spot. Trapped on the sideline.
Oh, and Jasmine Simmons goes for the goal. I think on a nice floaty throw. Gave the receiver a lot of time to look, adjust, identify with the frisbee, and San Diego here has another chance, another look at a break. Samantha WUL taps it in, hits Kayla Helton in the center. Kayla Helton with the hug. Oh, and foul is called on the play. I don't know what call is immediately retracted, and it's back to Falcons possession. Good, quick movement here. Oh, inside look. Not quite.
We're seeing a lot of great pressure from both teams on person defense.
Yes, and a bit of jumbling in the middle causes a pick.
And just a note that for the WUL picks are 2 yards or 6 feet, which is not the same as in club and other frisbee leagues, which is actually 10 feet. So a pick can occur in a smaller space here.
Which makes a lot of sense to promote, I think, some closer defense, more exciting plays. Hopefully it's being resolved here soon. Falcons looking a little scattered here on offense. I think they want to take the first couple stall counts, maybe a reset to look to organize back to the middle and then attack towards the sidelines.
Might have some discussion on when exactly the pick affected play. Looks like it was sent back, maybe one throw.
Just tapped in, organize. Okay, great. Great back and forth movement here. Good, a switch to take the up line. Swings all the way to the sideline. Definitely had the right idea there. Look to reset it back to the middle. Kayla Helton streaking deep, doesn't want it right now.
Looking for that quick, right after a D and another D.
Good tight defense there. We got Falcons back with another red zone look.
Cutter's looking a little scattered, might be one too many in the backfield. Normally we see teams try to set up an end zone.
Kristen Bajunas here with some contact.
Most likely a foul call, looks like.
Looks like a yellow card.
We're able to just reach up and snag that disc.
Nice. Cool.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Jem Bozzini, the most recent club team that they played on is actually Fab Ultimate, which is another Bay Area women's team.
Cool. Representation from all over Bay Area, Ultimate Frisbee. All right, and we have another pull.
That was a pretty quick start to this point.
For sure.
Just a reminder, there is a minute between the pulls.
Alex Diaz gets a big gainer underneath. Hits torch on the sideline, looking to enter the red zone set here. Oh!
Huge bid from Kelly Iwamoto.
That's so close. It looks like there's a call on the field. Close, close. Oh, and Falcons back on offense. Looking deep immediately on Alex Diaz. Great positioning, great block by Alex Diaz. Now we have Super Bloom back on offense.
Yeah, if there's one thing Alex Diaz is known for, it is great body positioning on those 50-50 shots.
Yeah. Oh. Missed inside throw there. Falcons with another break chance. Oh. Great defense.
Oh my God!
And Iwamoto
Beautiful.
turns it
layout.
around and hits with a huge block towards the center of the field.
That one worked.
Let's see if they can reward the great defensive play here with a cleaner hold. Oh, looking deep immediately to Kristen Dabowski. Great play by the defender. Did not let Christina get in a super advantageous position, and a clean defensive play. Now the Falcons swinging to the sideline. Squeezes in and inside. Good. Have a lot of handlers back.
Seems a little stagnant downfield with the cutters.
Yeah. Okay. Shayla Harris.
Oh, a little
close.
bit of a miscommunication, and
yeah.
Alex Diaz capitalized.
I think as the season progresses, those miscommunications will happen less and less. I think these players are still getting used to playing with each other, knowing what the other player is looking for. Leslie Willis goes up for it. Big gainer. Puts San Diego right in the end zone set, right on the doorstep.
Christina
Dabowski hits Avery Jones on her second goal of the day. And that is a great way to finish a longer point, I think.
Yeah. So let's see a replay of bid by Kelly Iwamoto. Look at that extension.
Great play.
Beautiful landing, too.
Beautiful landing.
Safe way to do it.
You can tell it didn't hurt that much. That's how you know it's a good layout.
Yeah, she does. And that's that grab by Avery Jones in the end zone.
That's great.
One more time. Christina Dabowski looking for a dump. Sees Avery going.
Quick pass, Avery Jones on the sideline.
Textbook.
Textbook. Oh, and we have the next pull already. Oh, great pull along the sideline. All right.
Looking a little saggy off of the handlers.
Ooh, great pass upfield.
Nice little over the top toss.
Right. Falcons looking really relaxed here. Don't need to force anything. Just hit their open players. They're doing a great job of that.
Yeah. Good patience in this saggy defense from San Diego Super Bloom.
Right. Want to see? Oh, and a shot goes up.
And that is
great play by the Falcons, number 20.
Claire Toff.
Claire Toff with a great goal. I think Falcons looked much cleaner on that possession. Definitely took the time, looked at their open seasons, hit each one, and then took a smart shot to one of the athletes in the end zone.
Yeah, Claire Toff has been great in the sky for the Falcons in previous games. Just really able to get that body positioning and come down with the disc. Definitely a receiver that you can trust in the end zone.
Right. And we see another replay of it here. San Diego
almost there by Amanda Rutland.
Close. And we have
Pull by Shayla Harris.
Okay, centering pass to Kelly Iwamoto.
Looks like we might have a pool play
Xavier
setting up here on the
Jones.
sideline.
Oh, and a hug to Tsunami. Okay, good read, good read. On the doorstep now, on the doorstep. Reset backwards in their end zone set, looking a little, okay, nice, nice. And then a round break.
Double bid.
Oh my goodness,
And that is Hannah Walter.
That is great, a great way to clean off a clean hold by San Diego. I think last few possessions by these teams looking much cleaner. I think I think you're seeing I think for some
shaking the nerves off,
Exactly.
getting a little bit more
Exactly.
comfortable as they're warming up on the field.
Exactly.
We get to see what they can throw against each other.
Absolutely. I want to see if the defense can turn around and
Let's see
for
that
both teams
replay
respond.
of the bid.
Oof.
That was a great effort. I believe that is number 11, Ali Suji, who is one of the folks who actually plays on Polar Bears.
Okay.
Another
Very
great downfield threat on defense and offense.
Okay, centering pass to number 91, O'Connor. Oh, and Kayla Helton sneaks a block. Great play,
Does
great
not
play.
let that little toss go up.
Hits Kayla Helton on the sideline, looking at the end zone set. She's looking reset. Gets one. Okay. Looking smooth in this end zone set. Just
Using the break side.
okay, and Rebecca Ellis caps off the first break for San Diego Super Bloom. Wow.
And that was swing to the break and break throw, just really capitalizing on that area in the end zone.
Definitely. And Kayla Helton with a great run through block there. I think the Falcons just got to be a little careful, especially in these tight spaces. You can see the replay here. Tries to just toss it back, and Kayla Helton's ready for it.
Right
Great
place,
play.
right time.
Right place, right time. Right.
And we see that break throw from
back.
Rebecca Ellis.
Awesome. San Diego off to a great start here. Oh, nice. No contest pass. You can see the relief in Rebecca Ellis's face.
Yeah, Amanda Rutland going to the knees to make sure that disc is secure.
Absolutely. All right, 1:17 left to play. Still plenty of time. A lot of things can happen in 1 minute and 17 seconds. Okay. Connor dishes it. Look like we have another zone look here.
Little zony.
Yeah. Oh. Doing a good job working through the middle. Has to go backwards. Okay. O'Connor kind of running the offense here for the Falcons.
And Kayla Helton sticking tight.
Sticking tight. San Diego now back in person defense. Looking up the line. Very close. Okay, now want to see the Falcons enter the red zone set here.
Let's see if they'll be
They can
able to
organize.
set up their end zone.
Big swing to the sideline. Gets a break look. Wants to reset. Resets it back to the middle. Round break to the end zone. That is a smooth way to finish off the point. Wow.
Yeah, they saw. Oh, looks like there
there's a
might
call.
be a call.
Not sure what the call is here.
It might be a pick call. I don't see any timeout flags from the coaches. Yes, it is a pick.
It's a pick. It'll go back. Okay. Contested pick. Goes back to third. All right. See if Falcons can do it again. Have an isolated cut here in the middle. Got two receivers cutting break. Manages to get it open side. Looking to swing here. Good.
Great pressure on the up line from San Diego Super Bloom. Oh, upside down throw.
Oh.
And it is caught by Angela.
Okay, awesome. I think that's the end of the quarter. So they held on to possession for that entire time, and managed to punch it in right at the very end of the quarter, which is exactly when you want to. Gives the other team no chance to respond. So we have a close game here, 4-3, San Diego Super Bloom.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are putting on great defensive pressure.
Absolutely.
We've seen a couple zone looks from San Diego Super Bloom, but for the most part, we're seeing just good old-fashioned pressure, person defense. Absolutely. And I think both teams are trying to see how the other team can work against that kind of pressure.
Okay, and I think we're about to take a break here. Please stay tuned.
And we are back. We are about to start the second quarter of this game. What do you expect to see?
Well, so far, a little jittery by both teams at the start. A lot of turnovers on both sides of the field. I think in this next quarter, I want to see, like, both teams have doing a great job of working up the field. Both teams have been hitting open receivers, working the way with deep and underneath cuts. It's just the throw that actually scores the goal, I think, has been very contested, which is great to see. I think both teams have gotten away with some pretty close calls there, and I think this quarter we may see some of those close calls go the other way and give the other teams some break chances here.
I agree. I think both teams could benefit from being a little more patient in the end zone. We do see them working their sets, but like you said, the actual throw to score is probably more contested than they'd like.
Definitely. We have another pull here for San Diego. Okay. Sending to O'Connor again. Looks like another zone look. Okay, squeeze it through. Oh. That was good defensive pressure there. San Diego looking at a break chance quickly. Let's see how they attack. Swings back to the middle. Hits Vendetta in the middle. Okay, looking smooth so far. Just hitting open receivers left, right, and center. Swings all the way to the sideline. Entering the red zone set here. Oh, and a hammer to Rebecca Ellis is a little too far. I think just a little jittery for the finish.
Yeah. Sometimes we think those looks are to open space, but are just a little too spicy for the receiver.
Ooh, great pass that slices through the San Diego defense. Oh, Falcons already making it halfway up the field. Looks good. Looks like still in their zone.
Looks like they are transitioned to person.
Right. Entering the end zone set here. Swings back to the middle. Looking for an option. Scuba. Works well. We can reset again. And oh, wow. Another close call for the goal.
A lot of scoobers. I wonder if they get that from Goldie.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think San Diego Super Bloom's defense was good there. The marks were good, and I think, well, if the thrower can place a scuba there every time, then it's going to be hard to guard. Oh.
One more look at that upside down throw. Once again, a pretty hotly contested throw.
Right.
Amanda Rutland was right there with the bid, but that scuba was just a little too high, and that's one of the benefits of throwing a scuba is just dropping it right to the receiver.
San Diego with a split stack here to start. Immediately runs a clear cut. Ooh, hits Alex Diaz cleanly in the middle. Who swings it to the sideline. And a quick miscommunication. Let's see if the Falcons can punch in a break here. Looking reset. Oh, great. Inside throw, but there's a call on the field. Looks like a timeout, perhaps? Right. Looks like a timeout for the Falcons.
And timeouts are only able to be called by coaches or the person with a disc. So first time that someone without the disc or the coach calls a timeout, it's a warning, but the second time it happens, it is actually a turnover. Okay. So that is one thing that teams need to be careful about. Definitely. It is a little different than playing in club or college.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very important to know the rules. Looks like we're going to get back into it here.
See if there's any subs. Looks like mostly the same line setting up.
Okay, and we're back into it. Great around break to the sideline. Oh, great lefty high release. Get it upfield. Falcons moving it well, very well. It's a quick reset. Another call on the field. It's like a pick. Kind of unclear. Okay. Well, and we're back into it. Back here.
Jesse O'Connor with the disc. Swinging it back to the middle.
Oh, and a bit of a missed throw from number 52. San Diego Super Bloom. It's another chance to score here. Oh, moving the disc cleanly to the middle. Big gainers down the field. It's looking great for Super Bloom. Majunas, it's Kayla Helton in the middle. Great movement from San Diego Super Bloom.
Really working that disc between the handlers and just patience.
Fake. Quick toss to the sideline. Again, another red zone look here.
Up the line by Kayla Helton.
Squeeze it in to Avery Jones.
Avery Jones, another goal.
Wow, that was a great hold.
And a great celebration.
Yeah, I think Falcons are probably a little tired after the possession. I think on this next one want to look to punch it in quickly, get their defense back on the field.
Yeah, San Diego Super Bloom really able to capitalize on that last turn and have the SF Falcons D on their heels the entire time.
Right.
The movement up the field to the end zone was quick, within the system.
Absolutely.
Great patience, great holsters.
Yeah, absolutely. And San Diego still only up one here. I believe it's still on serve. Got the WUL with the pull.
Nice and floaty.
Floaty gives their defense some time to identify the receivers. Oh, looks like a zone look here. Looks like a zone and one with Kristen Bajunas playing tight person defense on number 91, O'Connor.
Definitely trying to get the Falcons to throw as many of those.
Oh, and zone worked well there, I think. Got the Falcons to throw a difficult pass, and I believe they're in person now. Falcons can punch it. Oh, great look. Gonna need a recover here, yeah. Oh, I hate to see it happen. I think San Diego with.
We're going bid for bid here.
Bid for bid. Okay, taps it in. Kayla Helton swings it back to Samantha WUL. Swings back to the sideline.
Stacked downfield is a...
Looking clean here. A lot of separation in the deep space.
And a put from Kayla Helton.
And wow.
That is Lindsay Ling in the end zone.
Amazing, amazing. Got separation from her defender and just kept on running. Great to hear, and Kayla Helton with a great throw.
Yeah, and giving the old razzle-dazzle.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see the replay here. Good backhand, plenty of touch, plenty of the foot, and Falcons nowhere to fly.
One more time. That is just a great look from Kayla Helton.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right.
Lindsay Ling is not one that you see too often on those deep looks, as she is one of San Diego Super Bloom's handlers. So it's always nice to see players taking advantage of a turn like that and just
busting down to the end zone. Yeah, absolutely. San Diego up 6-4. It's a great place to be this far into the game. See if the Falcons can hold a little more cleanly this time around. It's like a 2-3-2 zone? Not sure, but.
Looks like there might be some miscommunication on the Super Bloom's defense.
Right, but it looks like their person now still looking good here.
Oh, just off the fingertips.
Oh, and a great catch. Oh my goodness, it saves possession.
Looks like there is.
Something's called. Pretty unclear. I mean, regardless of the result, that's a great play.
Let's see that one more time. Off the hands of one Falcons receiver, and then.
And just wanted a little bit more.
Saved.
Saved. On the field, there's a little discussion with the observer. Looks like
we're going back.
And
looks like after some discussion, we're
not sure what is happening here.
Oh, it looks like it was a offsides.
There was an offsides call on one of the teams.
Because we see San Francisco Falcons walking back
with the disc in hand. Okay, Oh, it looks like they're resetting the clock to 6 minutes. Makes sense.
So clock was reset because of the offsides call. So we're.
Oh, okay, I get it. So offsides call on the Falcons. Now they start in their own end zone. That makes a lot of sense. This is a great place for San Diego to be. If they can cause a turnover early in the.
This is Callahan territory.
Oh, this is definitely Callahan territory.
Patricia Anderson with the disc.
Oh, it doesn't want to look reset. That's fine. Still in the same spot here. It's an inside. Oh, and shoots it deep. Great awareness by San Diego's defenders. Stops the roll. Okay, picks it up. Immediately gets a big gainer down the sideline. Does something called again.
A lot of stoppage this point.
It's been a lot of stoppage.
I'm thinking it might have been a travel called on the pickup of the disc, not having tapped it incorrectly.
Okay.
Let's get a replay.
Okay.
There's that great defense, heads up D by Teresa Fang. Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was tapped in.
Oh, and a quick turnover from San Diego leads to an immediate huck. Oh my goodness, that I think was blocked by the pylon. I'm not sure.
Does that count as interference?
I do not know what the rules are there. But San Diego gets another chance to work it all the way up the field. Let's see if they can do it. Good. Quick underneath to Kayla Helton. Good. Around pass. Looks like
Rebecca Ellis.
Kayla Helton taking off. Takes a couple defenders with her. Looking like a lot of underneath space for San Diego Super Bloom.
Power position.
For Fossa.
Oh.
And a bit of a missed throw to Kayla Helton. Okay. That was a close one. And we have the Falcons back on offense. Brings back to the middle. It's good. Good place to be. Hits a quick gainer.
Oh, just through the hands.
Bit of a miscue.
Looks like. Is there a call again?
Might be an injury for number 52. Sam Applegate looks like injury after the catch, and also a timeout from the Falcons, or no, from Super Bloom. Pretty sure it's Super Bloom actually.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision after these last few turnovers on this point. Let's take a breather.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the strategy and punch it in.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams looking a little flustered here. This is a good time to stop, take a deep breath, and right the ship.
Looks like we are seeing some substitutions on the field for San Diego Super Bloom. So in the WUL, when timeout is called, you are able to substitute as many as all 7 players on the field. So it looks like we're seeing some of Super Bloom's O-line players on the field.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. You know, you have possession of the disc, put some of the more offensively inclined players on the field and see if they can punch it in for you. Looks like the Falcons are going with a zone look here. Yeah, looks like a zone here to start.
Trapped on the sideline.
Just gets tapped in. Swings to the middle. Still in a zone here. Jones, back to Crypto, back to Starsky. Oh. Working it really well here.
Yeah,
and
I think that was a strip. Call or return? No call?
That call retracted. Looks like Falcons with another possession. Looking reset here, can't find it. Hits the underneath pass. That
Highly
is not
contested.
Oh, very close, very, very close. Okay. So you go Super Bloom. Oh, and a deep shot. Oh, so close, so close. I think that was a smart shot. Defender had separation, put it out there. Perhaps could have been a little bit farther, give the receiver more time to just run into their hands. But San Diego's Super Bloom.
Yeah, Leslie Willis able to just catch up and
disrupt the throw, disrupt the catch. Okay, looks like Falcons have opted to stay in the zone. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's causing a lot of uncertainty within the Super Bloom.
Oh, Scooper denied.
And as I'm saying it, was great defensive play to deny a cheekier throw by Kelly Iwamoto. Quick movement here. Inside.
Oh!
So close by Alex Diaz. Not quite in. Pops it up to receiver, and finally number 20 gets her goal.
Clear tough again.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if we'll see it again, but there was an upline run by the Falcons on that, and there was a really smart switch by San Diego Super Bloom to stop that upline. Let's see if we can see this again.
This is the...
Ooh!
I mean, I like the look, and I definitely impressed by the defense there, being ready for that
This
throw.
switch right here.
Right.
Able to stop it, and Alex Diaz just...
So close. Just misses the block. Okay. Good. Yeah. Very, very good look at that clean switch here. Not quite in, and yeah.
Nice little high release.
Falcons having a talk on the field. There is 2 minutes left to play.
Looks like Alicia, the defensive coach for San Diego Super Bloom, is going over some strategy with the defensive lines, trying to hopefully tighten up those plays to make sure San Francisco doesn't get those quick little movements.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think both teams are getting their looks to play offense, both when they start on defense and on offense. I think what I want to see is both teams offenses look a little more cleaner. I think, you know, the turns, they're getting them, they're happening, and see if they can punch it in a little cleaner.
Yeah, got to hand it to the defense on both sides for disrupting those pull plays.
Okay, looking like another zone for the Falcons. Makes a lot of sense here. Really causing some disruption. Swings to the middle. It's good. It's fine. Okay.
Super Bloom doing a great job of moving that disc, making sure they're not holding on to it, keeping the...
Oh! And a great play. Christina looking reset, gets denied quickly, and let's see if Falcons can punch in a quick goal here. Looking reset, shoots up the line, but Avery Jones is ready for it. Okay.
Huge block from our favorite little person, Avery Jones.
Okay, hits Alex Diaz in the middle, swings to the sideline. Hits Torch on the sideline. Good start. Oh, I mean, good reset defense. Oh, an immediate huck. Okay, got 2 defenders in pursuit. Oh, good catch. Wow.
Amazing grab in between a Super Bloom sandwich.
Under pressure. Quick pops it. Wow, and it's a tie game. Wow. Okay. That was surprisingly clean for how it started. It was a good catch and a good finish, I think. Okay. And we have some replays for you here.
There is that Claire Toth just denying that reset throw. Another.
The line, Avery Jones ready for the upline look. Poaches off and gets the block. And then
Number 9 on Falcons just putting on great pressure on another reset look. Looks like Falcons are. Ooh, beautiful grab.
Number 3 got a hand on it. Oh,
And here we are for the score.
quick toss for the goal. Wow.
It does really look like Falcons are putting pressure on those reset throws. They seem to want to stop the Hamler motion that Super Bloom is pretty well known for, the quick throw and go. And it looks like Super Bloom is talking over some strategy on how to work against that kind of pressure.
That makes a lot of sense. I think they definitely are very dynamic from the handler spot and attacking upfield, and a great way to stop that is just put a bunch of defensive players right in front of the thrower and see if they can continue to do so. And should be getting ready for the next point here. 51 seconds. Plenty of time for both teams. I think I want to see the Falcons take their time, really, really prioritize possession here. I think going for an immediate goal is very good, but if you can score without the other team having a chance at it, that is even better.
Looks like we have Shayla Harris getting ready for the pool for Falcons.
Okay, and we're off. And Iwamoto, looks like more of a horizontal stack here. And another zone look.
I think Falcons are.
Oh! Avery Jones looks to quickly break it back to the middle, and Falcons are ready for it.
Looks like that zone is really doing a great job of.
Definitely working, yeah. Okay, back to the middle. Connor really running the offense here for. Oh my goodness. Close call, close call. Sinks it off. Oh my goodness. Oh, and a high release to the end zone. Does it work?
Looks like it was
like
out of bounds.
Ooh, close call. I mean, and that's the half. It looks like Falcons had possession when the disc was thrown, and as the timer has run out, that is the first half. 6-6, San Francisco, San Diego.
And if you can. Looks like we do have some fireworks in the background here from SeaWorld, actually. Nice little backdrop for the end of this quarter as we go into half with a tied game.
They must know it's halftime here,
yeah,
at Mission Bay.
We planned that, actually.
Oh, totally. Oh, also for halftime, I'm not sure if the live stream will show it, but I believe the San Diego's Super Bloom's coach, Angela Wells, has something special planned for us.
Yeah, she is pulling double duty this game and coaching San Diego Super Bloom, and then also performing for the halftime show with another team she coaches, which is a cheer team. And it is definitely going to be great entertainment. I know that she loves her cheer team. They love her.
Absolutely. I mean, I have honestly no idea what to expect. And we have Daniel coming in for an interview here on the sideline pretty soon. Over to you, Daniel.
Good evening from San Diego. Over here we have the Falcons and Super Bloom in Super Bloom's home opener, and it is a close game. Do not go anywhere. We're going to hear from the coaches on the offensive and defensive adjustments they've made. We've seen what Iwamoto, Diaz, Harris, as well as some of the other Falcons players have done on the field and the adjustments they've made, and we're excited to see what happens in the second half. Don't go anywhere. We're going to hear from the coaches at the end of the break, and at the end of this half, we'll have a great winner.
So as we're going into this halftime, we are at a tied score. Is that, along the lines of what you expected from these two powerhouses of a team? There's a lot of talent on both sides.
Absolutely. Well, honestly, going into this, I thought San Diego would come in here and absolutely destroy the Falcons. It looks like they took a good, strong lead, took some good early breaks, but the Falcons turned around. It looks like the zone is working really effectively. It looks like to be some form of a 3-person or a 4-person cup. Cup referring to the shape that the defenders make around the thrower. What that does is it really denies a lot of options for the throwers directly in front of them, which leads to them having to take shots that perhaps they're less comfortable with. And it looks like, Falcons have come across some good blocks that way.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, the main objective for Falcons in setting that cup is stopping that quick handler motion like we were talking about, making, like you said, the Super Bloom handlers throw those looks that aren't just a nice give and go within the cup, and it's definitely giving something for Super Bloom to review and come up with a strategy to work against going into this second half.
Absolutely. I hope to see that, a lot of a good way to beat a cup around the thrower is to throw over the cup. And, San Diego has plenty of very dynamic receivers. Let's see if we can get it to him.
And it does look like the wind hasn't really picked up, so those over the cup throws are definitely an option that should be available to Super Bloom.
Absolutely. Okay. And yeah, so that's half here, 6-6, San Diego, San Francisco.
I think we're ready for a dynamic second half.
Absolutely.
And we're going into commercial while we wait for that halftime to finish up.
In 6 minutes, yeah.
I really want to show young girls that they can be athletes too. I've struggled with imposter syndrome, and I've really had to ground myself in why I play. I play because it's fun. I like to compete. I like to show it with my teammates. I like to push myself to be the best. And I think being out there and doing that for them and having other people see and potentially think that, hey, that can be me one day, that's really exciting.
I know I've struggled in my own life to take up space, and I think that it's so amazing that the Ultimate Field has changed that for me. That I can get out there and I'm no, I know I am a good cutter and I know what I need to do here and I know my role on the team. And I think that it's just helped me open up so much. It's also led to more confidence for myself, and I really want for other women and non-binary folk to see that, oh, they're out there doing this. How do I get into that? What does that look like? What's my role there?
I really liked a combination of both endurance and shorter, more competitive sprints, and then also going up directly against players. And I think that also is what attracted me to Ultimate as well. Understanding what you're capable of doing is just a really great experience that kind of drives you to just get better at those individual skills in sports.
My Ultimate story, I've been fortunate to have coaches and friends and the community to encourage me to be the player that I am today and ultimately fall in love with the sport of Ultimate. So I hope that the Western Ultimate League, like this program we have today, the Open Side, we continue to connect and welcome new fans and future players and continue growing this community that we all love. And I think hopefully one day that someone will fall in love with the sport as much as I love it.
I think that's the biggest thing for me, is just knowing that we're giving an opportunity and visibility to the sport for young women. It's the best thing.
One more time.
Oh,
yeah! Oh, yeah!
Baby!
Cody!
OT.
Number 7, Giants and Chargers, Justin Herbert. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute here.
Nope. Looks like that's Western Ultimate League Frisbee. I'd know it anywhere.
It looks like Cody Lippincott, right? Mm-hmm. Laying out, well done.
All right, so I'm going to
Fish in pursuit, but it is caught. Teresa Zettner.
What an incredible!
Oh, my goodness, the layout grab from Chris Justin Pajunas.
I just stood up. I couldn't even sit for that. First of all, the angle of that throw. Second of all, the finish. And watch the inside out. Just look at the angle of this throw. What a great grab.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm here with Growlers offensive coordinator Benjamin Eto, Super Bloom coordinator. And last week against Seattle, we didn't have Kelly Yamamoto and Alex Diaz. What's been their impact on this game, and how do you plan with those two in your offense and versus those two without them?
Well, they just make life easy on offense. Kelly runs the show, and Dante's open the whole time. It's an easy game with your your best offensive players out there.
At the end of the quarter, you saw the Falcons move more into a four-person cup and a zone defense. What adjustments is the offense going to make for the second half?
Yeah, we had a hard time against that zone, that's for sure. I think in front of the home crowd, home opener, a little bit of nerves. We just told them they're great players. They know how to play against this offense. Be patient, hit the open players, and keep that disc moving. Like, we're not worried about zone in a no-win situation.
Thank you. I'm here with Coach Dariani of the San Francisco Falcons. I had a couple questions. Number one, defensive standout Harris has been absolutely everywhere tonight. What does she bring to the defense and to your game plan?
I mean, I think the wonderful thing about our D is just how collectively that they're working as a unit. It's what allows Dozer, Shayla Harris, to work as well as they can do because you have 6 other people doing their job. Great defense isn't always one person, but one person stands out because everyone else does their job. And I'm incredibly proud of the defense. It's what's keeping us in this game, and I hope we'll see more of it in the second half.
And speaking of your defense keeping you in the game, we saw a transition to a zone defense that was very successful against Super Bloom. What kind of decision-making or what kind of work goes into making that zone so successful?
Well, some practice, but I got to tell you, we can't give away trade secrets. We still got a second half to go. So I guess we have to find out.
All right, we will. Good luck. Thank you.
Okay, we hear you.
All right, and we are coming back from that halftime show.
You can see Coach Angela Wells
changing back into the Frisbee coach hat.
Nice. Okay, and I think we're in the opening poll is here. 6-6 San Francisco, San Diego. Let's see if we see another zone look here for San Francisco.
San Francisco coming down on the pool.
Looks like person defense. Oh, and a big backhand.
Shooter's
right
got to
down the
shoot.
sand. Shooter's definitely got to shoot. Okay, decent look to an open receiver. I think he's got to hit more towards the center of the field. Got a trap force here for San Diego Super Bloom. Oh, and it is immediately blocked. Whew.
Kelly Uemoto saying, get that out of here.
and Super Bloom are back on offense with a great red zone look here. Swings it around. Looks good. Okay. Moving it nice. Oh.
Ooh. Little too much mustard on that throw.
Not enough for San Diego to catch up. And we have the Falcons back on offense. Great block on the goal line, but it's saved by San Francisco. Oh my goodness. Number 10 saves possession for the Falcons. And I mean,
no
great
call.
No call, but great pressure from Alex Diaz.
Avery Jones as well, really hunting for those Ds on Super Bloom.
Absolutely. Now let's see, in this red zone set, can San Diego punch it in? Great shot to the end zone, and she maxes herself with a goal.
She just wanted to tap it for a little bit more into the end zone.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, well.
I think Super Bloom is really trying to come out of this half and set the tone for the second half of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think you can tell even when the turnover happens, San Diego hunting on defense. Ready to play defense. Here we have another look.
Replay of all of those Ds from Super Bloom.
So close, but not
that's
to disrupt.
Intimidity.
Is that what that's called? Yeah. And a shot to the end zone. Doesn't want it the first time. Actually wants it the second time.
One more look at this throw right here. Maldonado bumping it up for a sure catch in that zone.
Absolutely. We have another.
Looks like
that rolled out. Okay. Landed out of bounds, therefore O'Connor gets to take it in the center. Looks like a zone look here. Good. Quick movement through the cup.
Vivian Chu and Jessie O'Connor really working the disc against this zone look from Super Bloom. Patricia Anderson.
Sideline. Wow. Very quick movement here. Leads to a big underneath pass.
Jem Bozzini giving it back to the handlers. Patricia Anderson looking for something downfield.
Needs something. It's good. Number 91 with the big hammer. And wow. Honestly, great throw. Knew she had a lot of time on that. The defender was pretty far away to start. And
Sally Mims in the end zone to just cradle that hammer for the score.
Absolutely.
Let's see that replay. Beautiful hammer from O'Connor.
It's definitely hard, but I think when O'Connor's got the disc, I think you gotta play definitely tight to your person. She might just turn around and punch in a goal. Super Bloom back on offense. Looks like another zone look. Let's see how San Diego responds. Quick movement to the sideline, but now we need to break it back to the middle. Good pass. Okay. Big swing across.
Seems like they're really trying to stretch out the field between handlers against this zone look instead of those quick throw and goes that were getting D'd by Falcons last half.
Yes. They seem to have a lot of handlers back here, but okay, looks good. I mean, they're definitely having no trouble moving it from one sideline to the other. Good. Oh.
Upside down from Avery Jones to Alex Diaz.
San Francisco not quite ready for it. Gives him a great look for a goal here, and another scooper for the goal. Oh my goodness.
You know, Kelly Iwamoto and Avery Jones just came back from playing Gold-T Nationals last weekend, so I'm sure maybe they just haven't gotten those upside-down throws out of their system after fighting for the championship title.
And you know what? Maybe they shouldn't. It worked out really well there.
Yeah.
And this one.
Let's look at those scoobers.
Scoober. I think the Falcons. Ooh, so close. And the finish from Diaz. Very nice. Very nice.
Let's see that one more time. Alex Diaz taking a note from Avery Jones and saying, yeah, I'll scuba too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think, you know, that San Francisco came down with that zone, and like I said before, San Diego was able to break it over the cup. Falcons with another possession here. Looks like a zone defense for San Diego Super Bloom.
Looks like we have Vivian Chu, Patricia Anderson, and Jessie O'Connor back for Falcons. These handlers are very comfortable working with each other.
Definitely. Big swing to the sideline. Gets plenty of yards. Oh, but the travel is called. Called.
You know, it is common to see travel calls in these quick throw and goes. What is momentum versus an extra step that constitutes a travel?
Right, right. Guess it's up to the observer. Says no travel, just stays with O'Connor. Puts it in. Goes straight backwards. Big crossfield flick. And it's called out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Okay. Okay. Big shot to the end zone. Two Falcons in pursuit, and a great catch by number 19. Oh, that's got San Diego fired up here in the second half.
Yeah, Amanda Rutland really able to just get a good read on that disc, even with the two San Francisco Falcons defenders right there. Stayed cool, calm, and then got the score.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I believe that's a break for Super Bloom. Puts them up 2.
Here's a replay of that quick, just a great shot from Kayla Helton.
Ooh.
That was great pressure by San Francisco Falcons as well.
Absolutely.
On that quick look from Super Bloom, really had them backtracking.
Oh. Good read under pressure. That puts San Diego up 2. And let's see if they can open up the lead a bit more. Okay. Good pull. Centers it to O'Connor. Looks like another zone look here, which makes a ton of sense. I think both teams have been really disrupting the other team's rhythm. Oh. And a quick turnover, as I was saying. Quick red zone look for Super Bloom. Looks like there's a timeout for San Diego Super Bloom.
I think this is a great strategy to call a timeout for Super Bloom right here in front of their own end zone. They can swap out for O-line players and make sure that they get another point to stretch that lead.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this point is very important for San Diego. If they're able to punch this one in, they can definitely have San Francisco reeling a little bit. I think up 3 going into the fourth quarter would be very problematic for the Falcons to overcome.
Let's see a replay of that D. Right there, just interrupted reset to O'Connor. You can see that Brenda Stevens got a hand on that. Just made it a little too hard for O'Connor to catch, and now we're on the Super Bloom end zone.
Absolutely. It looks like a standard vert stack with Avery Jones isolated in the front.
Alex Diaz right behind.
Iwamoto waiting patiently here for the Falcons to set their defense.
Got a little bit of a UCSD lineup here.
Yeah, I can
front
see
of the
it.
end zone.
This coming in. Quickly looks to the handler. And a shot to Avery Jones for the goal. Oh my goodness. That's 10-7 San Diego Superbloom. Great shot.
Avery Jones just housing that disc.
Absolutely, absolutely. Avery Jones started as kind of a decoy. I think Iwamoto immediately looked handler, and quickly as the first throw came off, Avery Jones recognized, ran to the break side for the...
Yeah, and that was a great look from the handler.
Here it comes.
Let's see that again.
And looks immediately at the handler. Hits her on the up line, and then a quick shot for the goal.
Ah, full extension.
Oh.
One more time.
It's great to see honestly, the timeout work out, you know?
Yeah,
Definitely.
that is exactly what you want to happen when you put those O-line players on after a timeout.
Absolutely. Okay. San Francisco really looking for the first clean hold of this half, I think. Another zone look. Okay, quick swing to the sideline. Making plenty of yards. Okay, back to the middle. Swings to the sideline. Okay.
O'Connor with the disc.
Looks like they're person defense now. And a deep shot goes up. Number 20 in pursuit.
And that's Claire Toth coming down with another disc in the end zone. Looks like there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication on the handler defense by Superbloom. Definitely don't want to leave O'Connor unmarked with the disc.
Absolutely. And O'Connor.
See that again.
Oh. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And O'Connor recognizes it and takes a shot.
One more time.
8-10 Superbloom.
That was a really great holster in the beginning. You could see that O'Connor was looking for that little dish in the beginning, took a step back, looked downfield, and was able to find Claire Toth in the end zone to come down with it.
Absolutely. Really want to see San Diego respond with a clean hold here. At this point. Okay. Swings it to the sideline, immediately goes back. Needs an option here. Needs an option quickly.
Ooh. Little
contact on the catch.
Play goes on.
Play goes on. Tsunami on the sideline. Swings back to the middle. It's good patient offense. Want to see them attack the zone. Shot goes up. Oh, great catch.
Torch with the good
nice
follow
try,
through.
Tsunami. Wow. Okay, well, it was a great catch, but with these quick stalls, definitely players on the end zone line can feel pressured to immediately go for the goal, and I think, well, it's probably a throw that Torch wants back. Falcons, it's a good gainer along the sideline. Oh, and a hand block and another red zone look here for San Diego Superbloom.
Looks like Torch got some redemption.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think San Diego's defense from their offensive player on a turn is really stellar. And
getting pushed backfield a little bit, but patient with the disc.
Avery Jones hitting it to the center. Tsunami gets on the sideline. Quick look here. Oh.
Good holster.
Back to the center. It's Alex Diaz. Okay. Let's see if she can get a good break cut here. Oh. Just dominating possession here, Iwamoto. Up the line. Turns it around.
And
great
that
goal. Wow.
Is some great end zone offense from Superbloom.
Absolutely. I think they definitely had their opportunities to maybe take a contested shot. They took their time instead, found the easy receiver for the goal.
And you can really tell that we do have our handlers who are more comfortable with those quick handler movements, but in front of the end zone, we also see, let's get a replay of that hand block, redemption for Torch.
Defense.
And then the goal here after great end zone movement. You can just see Alex Diaz able to see the break side.
Steps around the mark for the easy goal.
Yeah, all of the players on that line just being comfortable running that end zone set, the give and go, knowing where to set up on the dump. It's a really useful thing to have in front of the end zone.
Absolutely. Okay. Looks like person defense here.
Maybe a little saggy on the handlers. Oh!
O'Connor saves possession. Great layout. Number 96, Patricia Anderson looking okay, good. Gets it on the sideline, gets it back. Big gainer down the field. Oh! Tries to dish it back to the handler, but Chris Majunas shuts it down. Now we have...
She, after that D, taking off downfield, trying to get those bookends, it looks like, but we're setting up now. It's like a miscommunication on Super Bloom after that slower setup.
Absolutely, just a miss throw, miss catch. But Falcons still got to make it all the way up the field here. Look.
Back to Vivian Chu. O'Connor.
Look, calm and collected. Don't want to
Audrey Sheehy on the sideline.
Looking up the line here. It's a good pass. And manages to squeeze it in. That's a goal for San Francisco.
That was some great field awareness on the side of Falcons, being able to toe that disc as they were getting it, moving it up the line, and just keeping it in bounds to get that score.
Absolutely, and defensively, that's really hard to guard. I think you're about to see makes an upline cut here, and then it kind of just gets popped past everyone.
There it is one more time, just right over the defender. As you said, a hard look to defend.
Yeah. Absolutely. Number 12 had like the short upline covered all day, but they managed to pop it past. Here we have San Diego with another offense possession. Kelly Iwamoto in the center. Looks like person defense. Hits Diaz on the sideline. Has its receiver streaking deep. Hits Iwamoto up the line. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I would expect the yellow card on that play.
Absolutely.
Iwamoto had no idea that the Falcons player was behind her.
Absolutely. And the Falcons player should recognize that really the only way to get into that defensive play is to knock Kelly Iwamoto down. See here.
See it one more time. Yeah, that is really not a play that we want to see be made. As you're saying, the only path to the disc was really through Kelly Iwamoto's body, and that is not what we want in our non-contact sport.
Absolutely. Okay. San Diego should be tapping it back in here soon.
Staying with Super Bloom, Hannah Walter coming in for Iwamoto.
Seems to be a bit of a confusion
maybe
on when to start.
Stall count.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 37 immediately takes a shot, but actually is. Oh my goodness!
Just a little help from the Falcons.
Seems to be some confusion as to whether it's in or not.
Looks like.
And the observers need to stop play again.
Let's look at that replay one more time. Hannah Walter puts it up. Diaz gets tripped up, I think, by a Falcons defender.
Honestly, from that angle, I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's see if we can get an angle with it. End zone line. We're hearing that it might be a bobble in. One more time. There's the
bobble, and then catches it. It's very close. It's very close. They seem to have a discussion about it, having a discussion about it on the field.
And I think Alex Diaz is also talking about, I'm pretty sure, was tripped up by one of the San Francisco Falcons defenders, which also affected play.
Absolutely.
So it looks like the disc might be going back to Alex Diaz, who says most likely that she had a play on the disc before the Falcons defender had that contact, which tripped her up.
Absolutely. And it seems like San Francisco agrees. Back on defense here. Quick red zone look. Is that? Oh,
just
very
off the
close.
hands of Leslie Willis.
So close, so close. Okay. I've been really impressed with San Diego Superbloom's defensive pressure here. There's a timeout,
I would think this is a time for a timeout call. Looks like, yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
Timeout for the Falcons. Okay. Well, makes a lot of sense. Players are probably a little tired after that longer point. Well, during that longer point. And let's see how Superbloom responds.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's just been quite an eventful point. We see Iamoto with that contact. We see some more contact downfield with Alex Diaz. Definitely high pressure from the Falcons defense. Let's see that replay one more time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is not a play that. And there's Alex Diaz and the bobble from Torch.
And the around break that flies just a little long. That's a tough catch to make, no matter who you are.
Yeah, looks like it just right out of reach.
Close.
We hate to see it.
Yeah, hate to see it happen. Okay. Well, San Diego, honestly, this is probably the hardest spot to score from. You're on the sideline, on your own end zone line. I like to see San Diego. Oh, they're throwing a zone here. Immediately goes over. Ooh, good pass.
Patricia Anderson getting it back. Centering to Vivian Chu.
Quick movement through the cup. Looks like San Diego is staying in the zone. Makes a lot of sense. The zone can definitely still work no matter where on the field. Okay, gets it along the sideline. Big shot goes up. There is deep help, and Samantha WUL has that all day.
And that is a deep beat doing her job.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kayla Helton hits a good underneath pass, hits Rebecca Ellis along the sideline, and that is the end of quarter buzzer, which means this is the last possession of the quarter. I think San Diego Superbloom just needs to take their time, relax, take a deep breath, find their open receivers, and run the system. It looks like they're doing a great job of that. Rebecca Ellis along the sideline, takes a big backhand to the goal. Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
What a way to end that point.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was.
And that is Amanda Rutland in the end zone again. I think Superbloom really needed that after the different points of contact that we saw come up in this point.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was a great way to finish out the quarter. Now San Diego is up three goals here. It's good.
Let's see that again.
Around
over
break.
to Rebecca Ellis.
And a quick shot down the line.
You can see the reaction of Amanda Rutland, just making sure she keeps possession of that disc to end the quarter with a Superbloom score.
Absolutely.
One more time, Rebecca Ellis.
Wow.
Break throw.
Oh, great pass, great catch. San Diego up 12-9 going into the fourth quarter. I think what I want to see from the Falcons, I feel like I want to see them throw that zone again. It was very effective in the first half, and I think since then in that third quarter, I don't know if I saw it too much. Maybe 1 or 2 points, but I saw San Diego like struggling to throw around and over the cup, which has caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, and I think San Diego was able to challenge the cup in the second half. Maybe one of the points that San Francisco Falcons threw it and might have pushed Falcons to try a different strategy to see if they can put that pressure on with person defense.
Absolutely.
But we have seen like possibly a little too much pressure with a couple of plays going out there. But these are very competitive players, you know, trying to get the D, trying to secure every catch. So contact is incidental, it does happen, but we are, of course, as players, coaches, everyone on the field, try to avoid it as best as possible.
Good news is, looks like Kelly Iwamoto is fine, and will be back on the field in this fourth quarter. Yeah.
Sure, O-line is happy to hear that.
For
definitely,
sure.
definitely missed her last game in Seattle, so it is a great home game to have Kelly Iwamoto back on the O-line and helping work that disc for the score.
Definitely. Okay. About 30 seconds left to go for this end of quarter break.
Yeah, I have to say, this is as a fellow San Diegan, this is definitely a chillier night than we're probably used to. So cold hands, hopefully keeping those muscles warm to avoid cramps on San Diego Super Bloom. I'm sure Falcons are used to a bit chillier weather, so maybe this is not so bad for them.
Absolutely.
But seems like the wind has stayed like pretty low for the most part. It might be a little bit different down on the field, but we can see that flag not moving too much.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think really wind's not much of a factor. There's no sense of really upwind, downwind. I think zones are just working not because of the wind, but because, you know, I think the zones are being run pretty well. And all it really takes is the offense just trying to do a little too much for one moment and then causes the turnover. Kayla Helton with the pull. And we're off in this fourth quarter. Oh.
O'Connor for the grab.
Immediately shoots it deep. Wow. Huh.
And that is once again Claire Toth in the end zone. It looks like they really trust her in those deep looks, especially with O'Connor holding that disc.
Absolutely. I think San Diego's defense is a little surprised that O'Connor got such a great power position upline shot right off the bat within the first couple seconds, and then Samantha WUL not ready to defend that deep cut.
Here we go. We'll see it one more time.
Oh.
Falcons picking up.
Great move. Wow, and a great shot.
Yeah, I think downfield on Super Bloom might have been covering more of the undercuts, and so Claire Toth, amazing speed, able to get that separation.
And it is 12-10 San Diego right now. Looking like another zone. No, it's not a zone. Gets a big gainer off of, I think, a miscommunication on who's guarding who for San Francisco.
Looks like also a little trouble with finding a depth for Super Bloom, but they are moving it upfield.
Very nice. Little miscommunication. That's good. Kelly Iwamoto back in the field, centers it. Oh.
Seems like there might be a call. Hannah Walter did not seem to have anyone defending her.
Not entirely sure what happened.
I'm unsure if it's a pick call because there weren't really defenders in her area.
Looks like no call, I think. Oh my goodness.
Oof. Sticky hands.
Sticky hands. Good gainer. Good red zone opportunity here for Super Bloom. Great, moving the disc really well here. Good round break to Avery Jones, and another pick's called much earlier than where it is now. Oh, travel called? Really?
Unsure.
Okay. So
sounds like it was a pick in the front of the stack.
Iwamoto, big swing to Avery Jones. Go for the goal here. Oh, great pass. Oh, Very nice by Kelly Iwamoto. Really demonstrating what FaZe can do. Honestly, you know, when the mark's guarding the thrower, they have no idea what's going behind them. And so having to react to 4 different things at once opens up easy passes.
Yeah, Super Bloom really able to take advantage of that defense and just patiently passing with it, just friends out on the field, throwing each other the disc and able to.
Ooh,
here we go. We see that shot.
And then, left, right, center, and the goal. Cool.
It is pretty hard guarding Kelly Iwamoto, Avery Jones, when they do have every one of those fakes is a possible throw. You have to respect every single one of those with those players.
Absolutely. And Falcons looking to cleanly hold as they did to open up the quarter. Looks like, can't tell if it's zone or not. Definitely at least a handler's sag.
Yeah, looks like we have our tall defenders down on the handlers, sagging in the lanes, trying to stop those upwards throws.
Yeah, it just looks like person defense here. Just using the handler defenders to disrupt the flow of the offense.
Really making the Falcons handlers pass between each other, using those horizontal throws to try to force a drop or a turnover from Falcons.
Absolutely. Oh, quick contested pass to number 13 gets tripped up on the play. Looks like injury called. Understandable.
And that was Brenda Stevens with the bid. You know, fun fact about Brenda Stevens is she was actually Torch's coach her freshman year.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Also UCSD alumni.
All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, centers the disc to the middle. San Francisco looking good. Oh. Throws it along the sideline. Looking reset here.
Audrey Sheehy.
Oh. Honestly, good defense from San Diego Super Bloom.
Yeah. You just see Vivian Chu able to get that quick little pass from Audrey Sheehy.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's get that replay. Here we have Audrey Sheehy looking, sees Vivian Chu.
Oh.
Contested, but able to get that positioning. One more time. Kind of left her with no dumps, and then
for sure is forced to throw the goal, and she delivers.
Great pressure, like you said, from Super Bloom, but Falcons able to punch that one in.
Okay, 11-13, still a close game. Super Bloom has Kelly Iwamoto in the middle, and a quick deep shot to the Falcons, I think. I don't know.
Ali Suji capitalizing on that deep throw.
Okay, let's see some of that San Diego defensive pressure. It was good so far. Not much happening downfield. That's why they're forced to throw it to the defenders, or the handlers, excuse me. And a quick deep shot along the sideline that,
just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds. Good try. Good try.
Yeah, great effort from Ali Suji, who also did catch that deep look. Oh, there's the replay right there.
Nice. Close. Okay. Looking reset. There's a couple. Okay. Works out. Alex Diaz dumps it back to Iwamoto. Lieutenant Walters on the sideline.
Very close to their own end zone.
And a bit of a misthrow by Alex Diaz, or perhaps a miscommunication.
Just off the hands of Leslie Willis.
Falcons with a short field to pull it within one.
No call.
No call. That's pretty fair. I would say that's fair.
Yeah.
And okay, so now San Diego Super Bloom take a deep breath. Throw the easy passes.
Looks like there's a bit of those jitters again on both sides. We're seeing
Wow.
And Falcons able to punch that one in again. That's a break.
That is
right?
a break. That's a
yeah.
break. And it puts the Falcons within 1.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing some nerves resurfacing on Super Bloom and some miscommunication on both sides with these throws. I agree. I think that Super Bloom just needs to take a deep breath. It looks like, here's a replay one more time.
Okay. I mean, good pass. I don't know if she was aiming to do exactly that, but that was perfect.
Yeah, and the receiver just really great awareness, able to keep that disc in bounds.
Absolutely.
I would like to see Super Bloom kind of use the downfield more. It's possible the Falcons were taking away those looks, but the cutters could be able to stretch the field, really work off of each other, and get those looks open for the handlers.
Absolutely. Okay. Important point for Super Bloom here. If they can hold cleanly, then it still feels like such a winnable game for them.
And that is
Great work,
Benjamin
Chapa.
Ito with grabbing the out-of-bounds pull. He is the defensive coach for Super Bloom. Here's a replay.
I think he's the offensive coach.
Offensive coach.
Oh, an immediate deep shot to Kayla Helton. It's too easy. On the doorstep. Okay. Bit of... Oh, no. Oh. Just a little bit of... I don't know. Cutting a little too much in these pressured situations.
Yeah, miscommunication. I think maybe trying to really force that goal when Super Bloom knows that they can rely on their end zone sets, their handler sets to move that disc in a reliable way.
Absolutely. That was a great around break to beat the poaching from San Diego. Number 13 looking to dump it backwards.
Vivian
and an
Chu with a
immediate
shot.
big shot to the end zone. Can she get there? Oh, my goodness.
Great run
Oh my god, that would have been
by
wild.
Connie Chan. That would have.
Okay, well. Now, again, another opportunity. Take your time picking up the disc and walk it to the line. Take a deep breath. Let your offense settle and work it down the field.
Yeah, make sure the cutters are aware of who's cutting where, what set is being run.
Absolutely. Kelly Uemono not having a lot downfield right now.
Falcons doing a really good job taking away those downfield looks.
Absolutely. Oh!
Run through D from Shayla Harris. Looks like there might be a call.
Looks like an injury to Tyne. That you hate to see it happen. Oh my god.
It looks
cramping?
like
Yeah.
cramping from Vivian Chu.
Been there before, let me tell you that. Okay, and they tap it back in, playback. O'Connor with the disc, looking reset, shoots up the line. Does it work? Oh my. Okay.
Okay, that was
Painful
kind of
landing.
scary looking landing.
Oh my goodness.
And
It's
another
cramping.
cramp.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe the Falcons aren't used to this kind of chill after
perhaps,
all, but that was a great grab in the end zone.
Absolutely. I definitely think, okay, wait, here's the replay. Quick shot up the line. Help. Okay, honestly, good on Kelly Uemoto. Oh my goodness. Good on Kelly Uemoto not to take out the Falcons offensive player there.
Yeah,
okay.
that was great awareness.
God.
The landing at the end,
Ooh.
pretty alarming, but she seems to be okay. Only casualty is a cramp in the leg, so that is good.
And we're at 13-13 with 5 minutes left to play. Okay, now perhaps an even more important offensive possession here for Super Bloom. I really feel like right now, Benjamin Ito talking to San Diego Super Bloom, just probably saying to like, I think the whole time they've been hitting open receivers, doing really well, and they're just getting a little jittery right off an immediate turnover, and it's causing some problems.
Yeah, I think they might be looking for that quick turn and then go and punching it in, and it's resulting in some miscommunications on those throws. And I think Super Bloom probably discussed in that break there on trusting each other, trusting the system, and making sure every throw is with 100% certainty and communication between players.
Absolutely. Okay. And if you're the Falcons, you'll be hunting for a big defensive play here.
Yeah. Yeah, they've definitely made defensive plays throughout the game, and I think with the score being 13-13, we should expect to see big plays on Falcons' side.
Absolutely. Pull goes a little out of bounds. That leaves San Diego with good field position.
Kelly Iwamoto walking it to the center of the field.
Looks like person defense with help off the top. They try to attack it immediately. It doesn't work. Avery Jones recognizing the space in the middle. Back to Iwamoto. Okay. Looking smooth so far.
A little bit poachy in the backfield, I think, again, to cut off those big open unders from cutters.
For sure. Kayla Helton with the shot. Oh. Receiver not able to come down with it.
Just out of reach for Maldonado.
And there's maybe cramping takes another victim. Oh, or perhaps it's something else.
Yeah, we are nearing the end of the game, and these players are out there running hard.
Absolutely. Oh, so close. Okay. Looks like we have a substitution. And we're in, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Falcons, big possession here. Big defensive possession. Got nothing happened downfield. It's fine. Hits the defenders. Good break to the middle of the field. Big flick. Ooh, Ali Suji with a nice cut to get open. Okay. Resets back to the handler. Falcons looking a little jumbled here. Let's toss it out there. Works out. Looks like there's a call on the field.
We have
it's a timeout.
Timeout. Is that from Falcons?
Timeout for the Falcons, and perhaps a travel is called?
Definitely a timeout, though.
Definitely a timeout, yeah. Cool. Cool. It's a good timeout call. Definitely in that moment, the Falcons offense looking a little jumbled, and it was clearly causing the Dora some confusion.
Right, and I imagine there might be some substitutions on both sides. Probably Super Bloom putting in some of maybe a kill line to get that D and then punch it in.
Absolutely. This isn't Universe, but this is a huge point. It's a huge point. I think definitely they put their defensive standouts out there and see if they can get it done.
And we do see some, it looks like offensive handlers possibly coming on for the Falcons to help them on this O possession.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing Jessie O'Connor and Patricia Anderson on the field for the Falcons.
Offense gets a set first. Offense usually sets first, and then defense does. Okay. Patricia Anderson to start with the disc. Immediate deep cut with help. Gets an easy underneath instead. It's great. Okay, resets to the middle. Patricia Anderson gets it on the sideline. Looks upfield.
Super Bloom really trying to take away those deep looks with Jessie O'Connor on the field.
So close on the defensively there from Starsky. Oh, and a big flick. Oh, just over the defender. Oh, on the doorstep now. Held on the mark, gets around. Oh my goodness, great throw, great throw.
And that is a score to take the Falcons up by a lead, 14-13.
Absolutely. I think this is their first lead of the game. And off of a great around break.
Let's see that throw once again. O'Connor looking downfield.
Oof.
Finding Claire Toth and Patricia Anderson with that
Big
beautiful.
Oh, good pass. Good pass.
Beautiful break throw. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. San Diego haven't scored in a few points. Now's the time. Now's the time.
We have our O-line out there. And I think they're going to try to work against that SF defense to get some of those downfield looks open and the handler movement a little more forward.
Okay. Looks like Falcons stay in their person set. Jones bids to save possession. Hits Diaz along the sideline, so close. Resets back to Uemoto. Gets to Leslie Willis. Okay, great shot.
Maldonado.
And a big hug to Diaz.
Positioning.
Oh, great catch. My goodness. It goes back to Uemoto, not quite in. And that's a goal.
We
Great
see
play.
Alex Diaz 2 times just getting tip-top to the roof to grab that disc out of the sky.
Absolutely, great play, great read. Not the cleanest way to hold, for sure, but the result is great. And now you can put your defense on there to punch in some breaks.
We see that big throw from Maldonado. Alex Diaz able to.
Cool.
One more time.
Ooh.
And just a nice little toss for the score.
Honestly, great defense by the Falcons. Like, I mean, you're so close. Had your chance.
Yeah, that is a matchup I really enjoy watching. Shayla Harris and Alex Diaz, both great contenders in those 50-50 shots in the sky.
Absolutely. Okay. Falcons. See if we can get it done. Looks to be a handler poach set here.
Patricia Anderson.
Back to O'Connor.
Looks like Vivian Chu is back on the field after the first cramping incident. I'm sure Falcons are happy to have their O-line handlers all there.
Okay. Good yard gains here. 23 looks to reset. Have a Falcon unmarked on the field. Rebecca Ellis picks her up.
Rebecca Ellis able to put on a big mark.
Oh, scoops the flick off the ground. Oh, and there's a stall called. Bit of a discussion on the result. See what the resolution is here.
Looks like we have a crowd opinion.
Crowd seems to think it's a stall. It appears it's not going to be called that way. Oh my goodness, and O'Connor comes down with a contested pass.
Looks like there's a call on the field, injury.
It's a cramp. It's another cramp.
I do think that is Vivian Chu again with a cramp. Hoping that it is just a cramp.
Sure.
And nothing more serious.
Sure. Being helped off the field
by Malika Anderson and the trainer. Hopefully able to have the trainer check that out, make sure it's nothing too serious.
Absolutely. Huge respect for leaving it all out on the field. And looks like Falcons get a reset here. Reset where the injury happened. That's why O'Connor has the disc again. Okay. Big around flick. This is a chance. Big. Okay, and it's too far. And
we see Helton streaking deep, but looks like Super Bloom is going for, unless there's a call.
I think Rutland may have cleated the disc.
Okay. Not a call, but still affects play.
A fortunate circumstance, really. And we got a new disc being brought in by the observer here.
New disc, new game.
Oh my god, there's 42 seconds left. Oh my goodness.
42 seconds again with a tie score of 14-14.
Okay, looking reset. Good. Gets one to Jones. Swings it around to Helton. Good. Keeps it in bounds. Oh, I want to see San Diego aggressively attack deep here. Okay, actually I take that back. Attack deep in 20 seconds. Okay, there's something called. Not sure what.
Looks like Lexa might keep the disc.
Looks like a pick happening elsewhere, which stops play. Okay. Oh, never mind.
Nope,
Let's go back.
Disc is going back.
Okay. Okay. Right now, San Diego cutters are a little deep right now. It's gonna be hard to cut deep when you are already standing deep.
And I'm sure Patricia Anderson is going to take away those big throws from Avery Jones.
Absolutely.
Keep the offense moving horizontally if possible.
Absolutely. If I'm Super Bloom, I'm looking at the clock here thinking we just play catch for 20 seconds and then look to score.
Cool, easy-o.
Worst case scenario is overtime, which is great for, oh, there's another call.
Looks like it might be another pick call.
Okay.
Defender catches up.
But unaffected, Samantha WUL keeps the disc. Big inside flick to Kristen Bajunas. Has an option in the middle, that's great. Hits Kayla Helton in the center. Swings it to Bajunas. Okay. And that's the end of the quarter buzzer, which means... Wait, I'm not sure why there's a stoppage of play here. There shouldn't be a stoppage of play. They should continue, right? Unless there's a timeout or something. Okay. We get a pre-stall for 4 seconds. Cutters are so deep right now. Oh, and they still look for the deep shot. That's, oh my goodness. That's not what you want. The fourth quarter is over. We have a tie game, 14-14.
So we are going into overtime.
Wow.
Not, I think, what we expected for this game. Going into this game, you know, San Diego Super Bloom, coming out of Winter Cup, was looking like one of the stronger teams in WUL, and San Francisco Falcons definitely have been fighting this season so far. So It looks like they're really putting in the effort to stay neck and neck with Super Bloom.
For sure. Okay. I think we have our overtime quarter happening soon, but before we do, we're going to have a quick message from our sponsors. And we're back. Okay, so got a quick refresher on the overtime rules from my co-host here, Mako.
So for the overtime, we have a buzzer beater ending. So that definitely ups the ante when we're in overtime. I'm sure, you know, the pressure is already on for both teams, but it's just good to note that difference when overtime is, the first overtime at least, is in play.
For sure. And it definitely changes the offensive strategy, especially when it gets down to those last 30 seconds. It's no longer just retain possession. It's now score or don't score at all. Yeah, but let's see if these teams can get it done. Okay. Falcons probably a little bit hampered by injuries / cramp over this game, but I think this final quarter is really a showcase of which team's got that clutch gene. You know, can you, when the game's on the line, make every throw count, make every cut count, and every D opportunity count?
Yeah, it looks like Malika Anderson, head coach, is right there on the line with the Falcons, making sure they have the best defenders they can put out there on the line. And we do see on Super Bloom our O-line out there ready to get that score.
For sure. Okay.
Willis to pick up.
Would love to see a quick hold here by San Diego. Okay, Iwamoto immediately looks deep to Kayla Helton. Oh, but the peeling off defender makes a great play on it. Okay, good recognition by San Francisco. Okay, looking a little bit jumbled in their horizontal stack.
Connie
Gets it on the
Chan.
sideline. Oh.
Claudia Vasquez looking for that dump, and it just didn't quite connect.
Oh. And now here's where that clutch gene comes in. 3 minutes left to play. Quick reset to Leslie. No problem. Oh my goodness, so close. Oh, there's a
call. Looks like
cleat came off.
Flat tire. Or a lace.
It's an equipment call, right? Right. 'Cause it's like a little contact on that throw that caused it. I have no idea, but should be
yeah,
tapping
I
the
think
disc instead.
Shayla Harris putting that pressure on, putting her body into the path of the disc, and then as Diaz caught the disc and planted a foot, may have caught her cleat.
For sure.
Back in play.
Can play. Quick reset to Iwamoto. Moving it really well here. Pops it to Diaz. Quick swing back to Iwamoto. Hits Jones in the center. Diaz on the sideline. And Bajunas for the goal. Wow, that is huge. That is absolutely huge.
Yeah, I hope we can see that again, because that was just boom, boom, boom. Throw after throw. Just quick movement from San Diego's O-line, making sure they get that score.
Absolutely. And it's a testament to San Francisco's playing really tight defense here. Well, not there. Or there. But on this next cut, squeezes it in there. Honestly, good defensive look for the Falcons.
One more time, we see Iwamoto to Avery Jones to Diaz, and then right there the pressure, but Kristen able to hold onto that disc.
For sure. Okay, 2:40 left to go. If I'm San Diego, it's probably going to take a minute or something for a turnover, if any, to happen. And once that happens, I want to see them look to really possess the disc. Take every easy pass that's in front of them.
Right. And time just really being a huge part of the strategy right now. What kind of defense do you put on? Are you trying to run the clock.
For sure.
Looks like we have a player down on the field.
Oh, and okay. No turnover, but probably a foul call, I want to say.
Yeah, Torch looking to generate that turnover, but Jesse O'Connor able to hold on to the disc and maintain possession for Falcons. Let's see that one more time. Great defense, but O'Connor just able to snag it.
Good job. Okay, looks like there's a foul, but it stays with this receiver that was unaffected by the foul call.
Yeah, it does look like the...
We're back in it. Okay. So right now, honestly, Falcons are... Their cutters are getting too deep. It's clogging up the other deep looks for them. They're forced to work it through their handlers, which... Okay.
Yeah, I think the Falcons cutters know... Oh my God!
Goodness, that is huge!
That is the heads-up D we want to see in this overtime.
Absolutely. Okay, now red zone look. You just look to score here. Doesn't matter how long it takes.
Oh!
But there's a foul call.
Foul called. Claire Toth, great D on the throw, but probably affected by that foul call.
I would say so. Seems to be some discussion, which is...
Let's see that replay. I do see a hand. I believe that is Sally Mims on Falcons. There is contact. Yeah, right there. Looks like it is going to the observer.
From that angle, looked like a foul. I mean, it's tough not to like touch up the thrower a little bit sometimes, but
yeah, definitely looked like.
What?
Huh.
Oh
looks
God,
like the
no
call
shot.
to the observer did not uphold the foul call, so it is now Falcons possession.
I honestly can't really believe it, but here we are. Still in a great position. Oh my God, Torch is really pressuring every pass.
Fire.
Oh my
Heads
goodness.
up. Oh,
my
Rebecca
goodness.
Ellis right there wanting that D.
Okay. I mean, they're pressuring every throw, and like Falcons still have so long to go. You can see their offensive players, I think, are sitting too deep. It's not opening up these deep looks for the Falcons.
Too many defenders, Super Bloom defenders in the deep space. I think all those Falcons cutters just know Jesse O'Connor is on the line.
Okay, hits O'Connor in the middle, takes a big shot. See if he can.
Oh,
God.
Just out of reach, and we are coming up to 40 seconds left in this game.
Okay, this is huge. So clock stops, which means really technically Super Bloom just has to possess the disc for 39 seconds. They don't even have to score. They just have to like not turn it over.
Right. And actually, clock stops in the last 2 minutes of every quarter for turnovers and calls, and I believe also for overtime.
Right. Good. So just throw, catch, relax. You don't even have to go upfield. Going upfield is nice, though.
Just running that clock out.
Oh my God, Falcons! You really need to pressure these easy resets right now. Don't huck it. Don't huck it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was
16 seconds. Can they hold on the disc for 16 more seconds? Okay, good pressure.
10 seconds. Just
back to Ellis.
playing
6
catch
seconds.
with their friends. 3 seconds.
And that's the game. Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Bit of an anticlimactic finish to an amazing game. Oh my God.
Looks like celebration from Avery Jones and Rebecca Ellis. I'm sure that was a huge relief after a much tighter game than expected.
Absolutely.
Great defense from Falcons and great deep looks, offensive flow from Falcons. They definitely put up a great fight in this game against Super Bloom.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. That is not the way I expected to end it all, but really great on San Diego for pulling out the win here. They took the early lead. Falcons climbed their way back with some good defense, and
yeah, they definitely went for a run in the middle of the game and were able to bring that score up to even, pushing us into overtime, and then Super Bloom just really putting the pressure on in this overtime play and getting that score in and then running the clock very smartly. You saw that one look when Vendetta had the disc, very smart holster to just run the clock, maintain possession, and get the win.
Absolutely. Okay, and we're about to see the play of the game from this tightly contested matchup between San Diego and San Francisco. Okay, I believe it's an Alex Diaz play of the game. Oh.
Maldonado throwing it up, and then the sky from Diaz with pressure right there from Harris. And then right after that, a second sky for the goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was just, I think Super Bloom really trusts Diaz in the air. And so putting those throws up to her, just knowing that she will have the positioning, will fight for that disc in the air, and most of the time, come down with it.
Absolutely. Got a lot of room for error there. Congratulations to Super Bloom for the first win of the season.
And a home game.
Cool.
I'm sure it feels really good to have that home game win.
Absolutely. Okay, and well, I really think on that last point, I wish the Falcons played some tighter defense on the handlers. I think they, for a few moments there, you know, they played as though it was like a normal quarter situation where it's totally understandable. You know, you kind of play off of the handler, perhaps let a backwards reset go off, but when there's 40 seconds to 20 seconds left to play in a buzzer beat scenario and you're down one, you absolutely need to deny every single pass.
Yeah, and like you said, going into this overtime, every throw counts, every catch counts, every single second of overtime counts, and I do think there was kind of relaxation on the side of Falcons, and it does show that they played with patience, but in overtime, patience doesn't always win the game.
For sure. What did you like most out of the San Francisco team tonight?
I would say that looking at their past games and then looking at this game, I really liked the pressure on their person defense. I feel like they were also able to use that defensive zone to shut down those easy looks that Super Bloom was trying to push through.
Absolutely. I was particularly impressed with O'Connor tonight. I think she made a lot of great plays, both as a thrower and a receiver. I think Super Bloom seemed to not really go super flat on her all the time, but, I mean, came out with some great hugs, great throws, great catches. I believe we have an end-of-game interview happening, so we'll take you over to that.
All right, we are here with Super Bloom cutter Avery Jones. And first of all, what a classic of a game. This is going to be one of the WL instant classics for years to come. This is one of the best games of Ultimate I've ever seen. And I gotta ask you a few questions. Out of the second half, at the end of the first half, Falcons were throwing this zone defense, and it kind of flustered y'all a little bit. What adjustments did you guys make coming into the second half to combat that zone defense?
The first thing we talked about was just trying to maintain timing that we usually have. So just trying to take a breath and being more comfortable. The crashes are open, the swings are open if you're able to reset it back. So we honestly just had to slow down a little bit and then hit the open throws, and that worked out really well.
Yeah, you guys are cruising. Another thing is the entire team, not just the D-line, but the O-line when they were playing defense, everyone, we noticed that you had a really good handler defense. Their very big emphasis on no around on the marks and really tight on the handlers. There was no going through the motions. There was no giving up the easy reset. How much does that emphasize in practice, and how much pride do you guys take as a team on that?
Yeah, we talk about that a lot at practice. It's I think it's something really nice to lean back on when a team gets flustered. If you shut down some of their best handlers, it really puts them on their heels and they have to throw forward throws that maybe they're not used to. So we work on that a lot, and it's definitely a fundamental thing for us as a team.
And the last thing is, last time against Seattle, you didn't have two of your college teammates, Alex Diaz and Kelly Omoto. What impact did they have on this game, being on the field against the Falcons?
Huge. I mean, I think a lot of it is their talent, and then a lot of it is the confidence that they bring when they play, and we're so used to like throwing to our friends and throwing to our teammates that we know. It's really nice to have them back. And I mean, Dante's open 90% of the time. Crypto's open most of the time too. It's like it's just like a nice breath when you have them back on the field. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations on a classic. Great job.
Okay, and well, thank you everyone for watching the home opening game for the San Diego Super Bloom.
Yeah, and just really excited to see what these two teams have in store for the rest of the season. I think San Francisco might have had a bit of a rocky start in their first couple of games, but I think they showed here that they are working up to harder defense, more open O-line, and definitely making sure that other teams consider them a threat as the season continues.
Absolutely, and I'm very excited to see like how all the teams further adapt to the new rule sets that WUL has put forth. I think, you know, in club and college, you know, people say really all it takes is 10 stalls of really great defense and it's a turnover. And here it's, you know, a little bit easier technically. You know, you only need 7 stalls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to see how both, like all the teams in WUL, like find ways to, you know, manipulate both offensive and defensive sets in such a way to use those rules.
Yeah, and looks like we have another on-field interview with one of the San Francisco Falcons.
Okay.
Still coming off the field now. I think also for Super Bloom, looking into the rest of the season, I think we want to see maybe some more work on communication. There were a lot of miscommunications with throws that I think just comes with trust and playing in these situations, playing more games together, playing with a new roster, technically not completely new roster, but a different roster every game with the core players on there. It definitely needs to see more throws connecting, and I do think that they worked well within their system when they had that patience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Well, thank you, Mako, for joining me here tonight, commentating. This is my first time. How about you?
Yeah, this is also my first time commentating, and I think you did a great job, Ethan, and we hope to see you tune in for the next San Diego Super Bloom home game, which I believe is the weekend of April 16th and 17th. It's a doubleheader.
That's right.
And we are excited to see what they bring.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, thank you all for watching, and good night, San Diego.